Hello, here to talk about my Hitachi HDSV01U action camera. I got it just at Christmas time there, and I've made a couple of other videos where the quality seems not too bad on the action camera. This is the case for it here, and the action camera itself fits inside this waterproof case. Not tested the waterproofness of the case yet or anything. And the actual reason I'm making this video today is because I was watching another YouTube video, and it was a guy called Jonathan Gill, I think it was, and he came up with an interesting idea about mounting the camera. GoPro's got lots of different mounts, and you can put the mounts on handlebars and helmets and stuff like that, but this is very limited. And he came up with a suggestion about how to mount the Hitachi action camera onto the GoPro mounting devices. And basically, this here, this was the sorry, I'll just put this on here. This was the mounting thing here. This was a mounting bracket you got with the Hitachi here. If I can get it back in here, that is. That's just like that. This bit wasn't in the back. This is an additional bit I've put in it. So that there actually came with on the bar mounting ring that was in the back here. So you can, and this whole bit here was all part of that. And then it mounted onto your handlebars. Wasn't very good. So what I did was, and the advice of this guy Jonathan Gill, I seen it on YouTube, there was a wee screw held in there, and that went onto a curved bit here that mounted to the handlebars. The suggestion was to buy this part here. This is a tripod mount for the GoPro. It's actually 3 prongs on it, but if you cut one of the prongs off, then it lets you use this to adapt to any GoPro mounting mechanism. So that's what I did. I cut one of the prongs off. I got a screw, as you can see there, bolt screw, and I screwed it in. I put a washer on this to stop going through, just to make it flush, because there's a wee knuckle so it's proud here. I put 2 washers round the knuckle just to make it a wee bit prouder, so I got a flush mounting plate for this as well. An interesting point was when I went to B&Q or wherever your local store is to get the nut or bolt to put it in it. It's an M8 size, but the thread's different in it. It's not a standard thread size. So your local store in Great Britain never had that thread size. So I go to a specialist place, build tool stores in the Barras in Glasgow, and they gave me, I think it was a Worthington, or not Worthington, that's a sweetie. It was another type of thread size anyway, you to go and get, but they seem to have them in store. Just hacksawed it down to the length I wanted and put it on here. So basically what happens now is, this gets attached on here, as I said before. Right, we've got this, that then the camera, using the Hitachi mount, actually goes on here like so. It clips into place, and that's basically your camera there. This is the GoPro mounting bracket for the helmet. It's got a curved surface on it. So if I bring my helmet up here, what you can do is this slides onto the helmet like so. I stuck this on the helmet with one of the gummy plastic things. You know, it's very easy to stick on the helmet. That's my daughter doing the beautiful camera work there. So I can slip that on there. And now that I've got this mount in the back here, what we can do is we can just slip that in here, like so. And then this bolt goes straight through. Screw this in here, like so. And that gives me, once I get it the position I want it in, it's there. Now, this is all very well and good, and if you just go back a wee bit, that's what it's like when it's on the helmet. And I think that today when I used it, I had it adjusted down slightly, and just again tighten these up so it doesn't move. That was all very well and good on the helmet. What I did notice today was that this was shaky. Now the shakiness isn't coming from any of the GoPro side here. The shakiness is actually coming from where the 2 Hitachi bits fit together. And I don't know whether we could do anything about that, because the whole GoPro side, and including these washers, is absolutely solid. I'll just show you where it's actually coming from, the shakiness. Undo that again. Just take it off the helmet. The shakiness seems to be coming from this bit here, do you see in there? You can just see right in there, see that shakiness there? Now that's where the back plate of the Hitachi mount mounts onto the front plate, the front bit of the Hitachi mount, and that's where that shakiness is coming from. It's nothing to do with the GoPros or nothing to do with the fabrication that I've done to it. So you can actually see that's the front plate and back plate there, and if I just put a screwdriver there, you can actually just see that move. Now if that was on the GoPro, that's going to move as well like that. Sorry, if that was on the Hitachi, it's going to move like that as well. So I'm wondering how big an issue this is and whether I need to do it again. And you can force it down as much as you want and do different things, but it's still that bit of movement in there, you know, which is going to add obviously to the vibrations with the... So I'll take that off. Obviously we need that's to get this correct mount that's going to go into the camera. So is it a case that we take the GoPro mount that's here in the back, the GoPro tripod mount that I put in the back, and just put that directly onto there, and then that would fit onto the camera like so. That would fit on like so to the camera. And then this round bit here, I'm not going to take it apart this now, but just actually this bit here, just the black bit you can see, would actually just go in the back there, and we mount it that. And I was thinking that just using a really strong glue, super glue, to put that on there and just see how I get like that. I don't know if that's going to be a bit brittle or a bit not secure, insecure. If you've got any suggestions, let me know. I'd be more than happy. So what we'll do is, I did a wee video today. It was at 5 o'clock at night. We're just in early March at the moment. The sun wasn't that bright in the sky, as you can imagine. It's a wee bit wet, and I had it mounted in the helmet, and I'll put the video up after this to show you the comparison with where I had it mounted before. And where I had it mounted before was underneath the headlight, actually secured to the fairing in another Hitachi mount, which is very, very vibrational, like that, very, very fast, shaky vibration. Whereas the vibration and movement I got in the helmet today, it was more sort of an undulating type of movement. And I don't know, certainly the video where it was on the bike, stuck to the bike, it was a much clearer day, so the colours are more vibrant in that anyway. But we're just trying to get the best system for it, and at the moment I'm not sure of that. So if you stay tuned, I'll follow on with the videos I was talking about, the two different ones.